It was a hero's welcome for the blind dissident whose case symbolised human rights abuses in China. A year ago, Cheng Guancheng arrived in the US. It was the final stop in a journey that had provoked a diplomatic crisis. This week we returned to his home, accompanied by his brother. His mother still lives there. He was held here illegally for 2 years after campaigning against forced abortions ordered by local officials. Video smuggled out during his house arrest showed thugs watching his every move. He says that they beat him and his wife, but then, in an extraordinary twist, he managed to escape. This was the wall that Cheng Guancheng scaled during his escape, and he broke his foot in the process. He then hid in a pigsty for several hours, fearful that government-hired thugs would find him. But then, under the cover of darkness, he stumbled across fields, ultimately to freedom. But the thugs still monitor the village. Cheng Guancheng's relatives say they've faced reprisals. Bricks and bottles have been thrown over my wall, says his brother, and they've also beaten me.
I was riding my bike when a car blocked my way. 2 men jumped out and started beating me. They didn't say a word, but it was clear that they wanted to teach me a lesson.
Following his escape, Cheng Guancheng took refuge at the US Embassy in Beijing. It was a huge embarrassment for China. After a deal was brokered, he left the country with his wife and children. But for his brother, the ordeal continues. His son's in jail, locked up for attacking officials who broke into his home after the escape. Despite everything, he says it's been worth it.
If he hadn't escaped, he would have been tortured to death. His escape was an enormous victory for us, and the sacrifices have been worth it.
Cheng Guancheng says he hopes to return home one day, but his brother believes that's impossible. Nothing, he says, has changed here. Martin Patience, BBC News, Shandong Province.